Hi everybody, I'm Zach Collins with Scorpion Racing Products, and I want to take a few minutes today to explain to you the difference between stock Jeep rocker arms and the Scorpion Off-Road Series Jeep rocker arms. So the stock Jeep rocker arms are made of a stamped steel, and they leave a lot to be desired for performance applications and off-road applications. You can see that on the valve side, they don't have a roller, they just have a ground pad here that rolls back and forth across the valve. With that being said, it puts a lot of pressure on the valve guides and also creates a lot of friction and a lot of heat and a lot of increased wear. On the center of the rocker arm, where it actually pivots about, where there would be a fulcrum or a trunnion, there is actually just a cavity, and they use what they call a bridge, which holds both rockers together. And on the underside of the body of this bridge, there's a ground radius with a couple oil grooves in it to allow oil to get in there on the wear surface. And then this just slides through the bottom slot of the rocker body here, and then bolts down to the cylinder head, and the rocker just oscillates back and forth on those pads. So obviously there's also a lot of friction and heat generated in here around the pivot point of the rocker assembly itself. And they use this bridge to keep both rockers aligned with one another to allow them to guide each other to stay in line with the valve and the push rod. The Scorpion Off-Road Series Jeep rockers incorporate a roller tip to eliminate the heat and friction and increase guide wear that the stock rocker body creates with this slide pad, and also incorporate our standard needle roller bearings and offer a bronze bushing upgrade as well for the fulcrum or trunnion or pivot point to eliminate all that friction and increase longevity and part life, and also eliminate a lot of heat that's generated from the sliding back and forth on the stock rocker assembly. Our rockers come in either adjustable and non-adjustable configurations, and they do not have a bridge. They have what we call a U-channel, which sits down flat on the cylinder head, and then we have a pedestal, a one-piece pedestal, there's one for each side, that has two flats milled on it. So it slides in the U-channel and it can't rotate, and it goes over one of the slotted holes in the U-channel, and the bottom of the trunnion, the radius side, sits on top of that pedestal, and then you have a fastener, a bolt, that just slides down through all of them and then bolts this to the cylinder head. And when you have both rockers in place, the fact that the pedestal has the flats milled on it, they're going to hold each other in line, and the pedestal and the U-channel align the rocker assemblies with the push rod and the valve tip. So what you're going to see over the stock configuration is less friction, less heat, longer part life, reduced valve guide wear, which is important for street applications with long cycle times on them, so you don't see any premature oiling, oil consumption, or smoke out the exhaust from that oil dripping down into the cylinder during operation. So the Scorpion Off-Road Series rocker arms are built to withstand higher spring pressures and more load than the stock configuration, and also free up horsepower by reducing the amount of friction that's in the rocker assembly itself during operation. So those are the differences between the stock Jeep rocker arms and the Scorpion Racing Products Off-Road Series Jeep rocker arms. If you have any additional questions or information that you need, you can visit our website at www.scorpionracingproducts.com, or you can feel free to call our tech line at 352-512-0800, and we'd be more than happy to help you.